What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the GameFreak. Today we are going to review a game that I bought a couple weeks ago and I just recently finished. Put a little over 75 hours, I believe, into it. And that was just so I could try to 100% it, which I haven't done yet, but I have completed the game. I am going back. I want to get everything. I'm just anal about stuff like that. That game is Everspace 2. Now, I bought this at GameStop, and this is what they call the Stellar Edition, so it came with the Steelbook, and I only paid like $40 for this. I thought it looked really cool. It's a flying shoot 'em up, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to give a little overview of the game, my thoughts on it, and I'm also going to rate this game out of 10. So let's dive into this. Let's check out Everspace 2.
Anyway,
Everspace 2 was published by Rockfish Games and was released for Windows in April 2023 and was ported to the Xbox Series X, S, and PlayStation 5 in August of 2023. Now, Everspace 2 is a space combat video game played from a third-person perspective. Unlike its predecessor, Everspace 2 does not feature any elements commonly found in roguelike games. The game's world is split into several large levels across a series of star systems, which can be freely explored by your player. You also have a spacecraft that can be equipped with various weapons. You can purchase new ships from ship dealers using credits. Ship upgrades such as new guns, secondary weapon, and special attacks can also be purchased. Ship types are similar to character classes, as each of them has their own unique skills and abilities. When an enemy is defeated, players can collect their resources and gear. As the player progresses, they can equip themselves with better gear and take on tougher enemies. In Everspace 2, you gain experience from killing enemies or completing missions, challenges, and jobs. Each level grants plus 20 to the base attributes, such as firepower, precision, structure, utility, resistance, and expertise, which will give bonuses to hit points, damage, critical hit chance, and so forth. Each level after the first also grants a device upgrade token, upgrades the base damage of devices and other non-weapon damage sources, and unlocks the usage of equipment requiring that level without needing to remove their level requirements first. Both enemies and locations have levels as well, which indicate roughly how dangerous they are. Enemies which are more than 2 levels higher than the player are marked purple instead of the usual red. I've invested about 75 hours into this game so far, and though I've completed the main story and have done tons of exploring, I've not quite maxed everything out yet. There's so much to do in Everspace 2, but it's not overwhelming. Exploring different galaxies and planets was always a good time. Just searching for scrap and valuables in the past battle remains always felt rewarding when finding parts to upgrade your aircraft. Other valuables you find can be sold for money. If you're unsatisfied with your current ship, why not save up and purchase a different one? The possibilities are practically endless on how you can choose to customize your aircraft. The only thing I wish they offered more of when it comes to customizing is having more color options for your ship's paint job. Other than that, the vast amount of weapons you can choose to equip on your ship is quite satisfying. The game plays smooth, however, it does take time to get comfortable with the controls, especially the default controls. To fix that issue, I simply customized my controls. I'm pretty thankful that this was an option. You can literally switch the function of every button and trigger on your controller to your liking. This made playing this game so much more enjoyable and comfortable. You can also adjust the aiming sensitivity, which was a huge help. Without using the aim assist option, I'm not sure I could have completed this game. I didn't have that option all the way up, so I'm not sure if it automatically targets your enemies if it is at the max or not. I set that option in the middle so I didn't feel like I was cheating. The visuals are nothing short of beautiful. They really took the time in putting little details on wrecked aircrafts and bases. It truly feels lonely and abandoned when searching these wrecked vessels. I caught myself dying numerous times because I was focusing on some of the visuals while I was getting attacked. Eventually, I got it through my head that I can just explore in more detail after finishing the task at hand. The cutscenes are unique and not like many other games. They're more presented in comic book style segments. They aren't anything special, but that didn't take away from the enjoyment of the game. If I'm being honest, the cutscenes are the weakest part of the game though. The voice acting was also average at best, but to be clear, none of this took away from enjoying this game. This flying shoot 'em up is hard to compare to others. It's very different from the rest. There are 22 main missions that revolve around 8 planetary systems. There are also numerous undiscovered locations for you to discover and explore. Equipping the right armor and weapons is vital if you want to have a chance against certain enemies. Equip the wrong stuff and you have no chance at all. Without giving any spoilers, I will say that this game gets extremely difficult as you progress. It can be very frustrating, so patience and strategy is key. By no means is Everspace 2 perfect. It takes time to get used to the controls and how everything in your inventory works. I had to do a lot of trial and error, but once you learn the game, it's an absolute blast. Again, patience is key. If you're looking for a classic flying shooter where you just blast away everything in sight, this probably isn't for you. But if you enjoy exploring and strategically attacking the enemy, you will probably enjoy this game. I personally had loads of fun with Everspace 2, and it feels like it has great replay value. I'll definitely be taking on this adventure again. So all in all, I rate this game an 8 out of 10. So to avoid spoilers being shown in this game, I only showed maybe the first 8 levels of this game. I mean, I had quite a bit to go. I had tons of stuff recorded, and then I decided on, you know what, I'm not going to show too far into this game, especially for those who have never played this. I don't want to give anything away. It was a very fun game. I do recommend Everspace 2. Lots of fun, but like I said, patience is key in this because you do have to get used to the controls. But it's awesome that you can customize how you want your controls to be. And that's what I did, and that's what I recommend, because I thought that the default controls were hot garbage. So I, customized everything how I wanted it to be. Especially, you can do invert or keep it the way it is. When it comes to flying shoot 'em ups like this, like 3D style, I like the invert on the up and down. I like to press down to look up. That's just me though. It's all personal preference, but yeah, you can pretty much customize this to however you want to play it. So Everspace 2, easy 8 out of 10 for me. I had a blast playing it, and I am going to go through it again now that I have a better understanding of the game, because it did take some time to really understand the inventory. There's so much stuff that you can get, and there's so many ways to customize your ship. It's a blast. I had a lot of fun. So I recommend checking out Everspace 2. Never played the first one yet, but now I'm interested, but I hear it's completely different from Everspace 2. So yeah, we'll see. I'll have to look up that first one and see if I can get it and check it out. So I want to thank you guys for taking the time to watch. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps out this channel a lot, and I greatly appreciate it. And until the next video, game on, everybody.